A drilled well in the mountains of Oman blew open and released gas that was 90% pure hydrogen, pulled straight from ancient rock, with no factory, no power plant, and no fossil fuel involved at all. That is not a future experiment waiting to be run. That is what happened when a team of geoscientists from the University of Southampton pumped water into deep rock and waited. If they can repeat it reliably, the fuel that powers steel mills and cargo ships could be harvested the way we once harvested oil, except this time it burns clean, producing nothing but water. But here is the question that nobody has settled yet. Is that hydrogen coming from the injection itself, or was it already sitting there in the rock? You are watching Future Cookie, and what we are about to walk through is a story that is reshaping how scientists think about where energy comes from. Today, nearly all the hydrogen we produce on Earth is made from natural gas. That process works as chemistry, but it pours carbon dioxide into the atmosphere as a byproduct, which means hydrogen, the fuel celebrated as the cleanest thing we can burn, is currently one of the dirtiest fuels to produce. Renewable electricity can make hydrogen without those emissions, but the cost has kept it out of reach for most industries. Geologic hydrogen changes the starting point entirely. The Earth, it turns out, has been making its own hydrogen for billions of years, deep inside ancient rock with no human help at all. Think of iron-rich rock the way you think of a rusty nail. Leave a nail in water long enough and the iron reacts with the water molecules and starts breaking them apart. Deep underground, the same basic chemistry plays out continuously. Water seeps down into iron-rich rock. The iron in the rock splits the water molecules, and hydrogen, one of the lightest gases that exists, begins rising upward through any crack it can find. Iron-rich rock acting as a slow, continuous hydrogen factory, running on nothing but water and time. Researchers at the US Geological Survey estimate that trillions of tons of hydrogen are produced this way inside Earth's crust. If even a small fraction of that could be captured, it could meet global hydrogen demand for centuries. That is not a startup's pitch. That is the US Geological Survey's own estimate. Now here is a question worth sitting with for a second. When was the last time you heard about a fuel source that you had never thought about before, that also happens to produce zero carbon when you burn it? What does it do to how you think about the energy problem if the answer was underneath us the whole time? The race to find it is already underway. An Australian company called HyTerra is drilling across Nebraska and Kansas and has already pulled up samples with hydrogen concentrations up to 96%. That is nearly pure. A Bill Gates-backed company called Koloma has raised more than $400 million and is prospecting the same Midwest region. The US Geological Survey publishes a map of where natural hydrogen is most likely to occur in the country. The American heartland lights up on that map. And then there is the Kidd Creek mine in northern Ontario, Canada. In the 1990s, geochemist Barbara Sherwood Lawler of the University of Toronto descended more than 3 kilometers into that mine and found water that had been sealed underground for over 1 billion years. It is still locked in the rock, still reacting. Her team found ancient microbes living on the hydrogen produced by those reactions. Years later, Sherwood Lawler and her colleague Oliver Warr went back to the hydrogen data. They studied 35 boreholes drilled into that ancient rock over more than a decade. Each borehole was releasing an average of 8 kilograms of hydrogen per year. 8 kilograms does not sound like much, but Kidd Creek has more than 14,000 boreholes. When you run that math, roughly 140 metric tons of hydrogen is venting out of that mine every single year, unused, dispersing into the air. Their findings were published in the journal PNES. The same pattern is appearing elsewhere in the world. A chromium mine called Bulgaria in Albania is releasing at least 200 metric tons of hydrogen per year, according to geochemist Laurent Truc at the University of Grenoble in France. These are not one-off results. They are data points appearing on multiple continents. And some researchers are not waiting for nature to do all the work. A Texas-based company called Vema Hydrogen is drilling wells and injecting water and catalysts into reactive underground rock, essentially nudging the chemistry along deliberately. They are already testing this in Quebec with plans for full-scale production by 2028. The US government's Advanced Research Agency, ARPA, is funding more than a dozen projects following this same idea. Their stated goal is to accelerate the natural hydrogen-producing reaction by a factor of 10,000. That is the threshold researchers believe would make it commercially viable. The Oman result that opened this episode came from the same basic approach. Drill down, add water, see what rises. What rose was 90% hydrogen. Joe Shannon, the geoscientist from the University of Southampton, who presented these findings at the European Geosciences Union conference, was careful to say the most important question is still open. Is that hydrogen being generated by the injection, or was it already sitting in the rock? That distinction matters enormously for whether the process can be scaled. The obstacles are real and deserve honesty. Hydrogen is a maddeningly small molecule. It slips through rock cracks, through container walls, through almost any material you use to hold it. Storing it requires either enormous pressure or temperatures so cold the air around it would freeze solid. And no company has yet publicly announced a commercially viable underground reservoir. But what has changed is the evidence. The Albanian mine, the Ontario boreholes, the Oman well. The Earth is already producing hydrogen at meaningful scale. The question is no longer whether the gas is down there. The question, and it is still genuinely open, is whether human ingenuity can catch it before it escapes. What topic or question do you want us to dig into next? Leave it in the comments and we will take a look. Knowing you are part of this community is genuinely what keeps us going. Thank you for joining us today. This is Future Cookie.